What are your favorite games? Everyone has some that are important to them, and they will defend it no matter how terrible it may be. The majority of people play games that are a great guaranteed experience beloved by the gaming community. Therefore, they don't pay much attention to smaller titles that may be just as good, but are not as mainstream. This is what makes it difficult for new developers to grow and flourish. But when they do succeed, it's typically because of their extensive efforts to create an enjoyable experience for the player. A great example of this is Hollow Knight, an indie game made by an independent studio with only 3 main developers. Their journey was difficult and risky, yet in the end their hard work paid out with their game selling millions of copies and paving the way for a much-anticipated sequel. In contrast, Concord, a game developed by Sony over an 8-year span, and with a budget of $400 million, flopped and was removed from everything 2 weeks after release. The difference between these two games that led to these different outcomes is their direction and ingenuity. Hollow Knight, like many other successful games, was innovative and forged its own path, taking inspiration from other successful games, whereas Concord acted as any average online shooter game with little to no change in the formula. These simple details make drastic changes in the game's reception, leading to either a great profit and reputation, or the inverse. Different games require different players and preferences to be enjoyed. Some people may prefer 2D platformers and others may like 3D story adventure games. I like a large variety of games and play many large publicized titles from renowned studios, but lately I've been branching out into new categories and styles of games. I encourage you to try out a game you may be unsure about. Maybe you like it or maybe you don't, but at least you now know your feelings towards that type of game. Lately, I feel as if larger games fail to meet my expectations and that less and less effort and creativity is implemented into their development. Much of this is due to the past success of large studios that become overconfident and believe that people will buy anything that they make. This train of thought leads to a rabbit hole of bad game after bad game. Hopefully, more studios will once again gain the motivation to create a compelling and well-crafted creation for the enjoyment of gamers and less for the corporations. I want to thank all of you who watched this video and gave my content a chance. It really does bring me enjoyment to see what y'all have to say, so let me know your opinions on this discussion in the comments below.